Greetings, comrades. My name is Tank and you're watching Iron Cartoons. Today I would like to talk about Nu Pogodi. Nu Pogodi is a classic Soviet cartoon series. It's about a wolf who is chasing a hare, presumably to eat. Wolf's name is Volk, which is Russian for wolf, and hare's name is Zayats, which is Russian for Zayats. The wolf is portrayed as kind of a hooligan, a vandal, who has no respect for the law, who smokes, plays guitar, rides a motorcycle. He's basically a badass. Zayats, that's the hare, he's kind of an ideal school child. He participates in sports and has many hobbies. And the cartoon is a lot like Tom and Jerry or Roadrunner, in that there is no plot per se. There's just a lot of chasing and running. Of course, the wolf never succeeds in catching the hare, and so at the end of each segment, Volk shakes his fist in the air with anger, and he says, "Nu Pogodi!"
Ну, погоди. Ну, погоди. Ну, заяц, погоди. Ну, заяц. Ну, погоди. Ну, погоди. Ой, заяц! Ну, погоди!
Which is Russian for just you wait, or we'll see about that, or something like that.
Ну, погоди!
He says it so many times that he should probably get it tattooed.
Ну, заяц!
Oh. And this is pretty much all the English you need, because there's not a lot of dialogue in this show. Occasionally the two work together, like in one episode when they save a boat from sinking, even though it's technically the wolf's fault. Each episode takes place in a different setting. There are episodes taking place in the park, at the beach, the museum, the circus, construction sites, and a bunch of others. There's one episode dedicated to the 1980 Olympic Games, where Misha, the bear, that's the mascot of the Olympics, he makes an appearance. There's not a lot of Western influence that I can see in this cartoon. For example, in one episode, there's a band that kind of looks like the Beatles, playing some rock music, but I can't tell if they're making fun of them or not. Overall, more than 20 episodes have been made over 4 decades. Each episode is 10 minutes long. There was a pre-production short in 1968. Some people call this episode 0. The characters look a lot different from what they look in the actual series. And this short appeared not by itself, but in Merry Carousel. Merry Carousel was kind of like a compilation of different cartoons. But the first real episode came out in April of 1968. What I consider, and what most people consider the real episodes, are episodes 1 through 16, and they came out between 1968 and 1986. Just like with most Russian cartoons, there were no seasons, they just made these episodes occasionally. There were 2 special television episodes made by a different studio. All of these were made by Soyuz Multfilm, except for a couple of these special episodes that were made in 1980 and 1981. These were made by Ekran. Zayats looks kind of different than them. I don't know what it is about him. He just looks odd. The plot is a bit different here. Zayats watches Volk on TV, and Volk gets himself in trouble while Zayats tries to help him out. Apparently, the director of the original series, he hated these special episodes. He was not involved. I can't say they're terrible. They're okay. They're just not as good as the original run. There were 2 episodes made in the 90s. The animation is worse, and these are just not very good episodes at all. They do have a number of 90s things, like Volk's new haircut. It's a ponytail and flat top, Nokia and other product placement, Mafia showing up at Volk's door, and whatever this is. Second episode in the 90s even goes as far as to take place in a supermarket. Talk about product placement. There are a couple more episodes made in 2000s. The animation got a lot better, but the music is absolutely terrible. I can't say I recommend these either, unless you want to be terrified of the rabbit. Yeah, I'm not sleeping tonight. There were a number of other specials as well. The original 16 episodes were directed by Vyacheslav Kotonachkin. His son, Alexei Kotonachkin, also worked on episodes 17 through 20. Wolf was voiced by Anatoly Papanov, who is a famous Russian movie star. After Papanov passed away in 1987, recordings and outtakes of his voice were used in later episodes. The hair of Zayats was voiced by Klara Rumyanova, who is a very famous toon voice actress. She has a high-pitched voice. As for the animation, the backgrounds are very simple, but they make up for it with really smooth character animation, because it's mostly action. These cartoons are mostly action-based, and I think the animation is quite good in those parts. The music is one of my favorite parts about the show. There are so many artists from Soviet Union and from other countries. It's just a great variety of music. Language difficulty, I will rate this at 1 out of 10. As a matter of fact, I could probably rate this 0 out of 10. There's really no dialogue at all. All you need to know is Volk means wolf, Zayats means hair, and Nu Pogodi, like I explained earlier. So overall, I would say it's a very simple premise, but it's still so fun to watch, and it holds up so well after many years. If you're curious, do check it out. I will place the links in the description. If you would like to hear more about Soviet cartoons, please subscribe, and thank you for watching. So wait a second, in this world, they're all animals that act like humans, but they have a farm where they raise animals, and some of them have other animals as pets. And there's a horse in the circus, and there are no humans unless they watch a movie or there are statues in the museum that look like humans. So what happened to the humans? Did they kill all humans?